Feel free to have a look at the index for the presentation. It shouldn't take long. Okay, I'll get started about now. So, as an introduction, who are we? So, we are a part of a larger company, as you may know, known as PMB. And so this particular business is known as PmbDigitalServices, which is a new digital marketing agency which specializes in things like email marketing, social media, and website designing. So we are here to offer a great opportunity for everyday people to get involved in sales. So what we're doing is we're actually trying to develop our portfolio of clients. And in return, these people who actually get these clients will actually get a regular commission that I'll talk about a bit later. So our team are working towards getting about 50 to 100 clients by the end of about 2023. Feel free to take notes in this presentation. So what is the opportunity? So we're looking for someone who might be interested in trying something new that could greatly benefit them, or someone interested in making a bit more money. So there are a few factors you have to consider. If you get involved, you have to contact a minimum of 100 businesses, which is not hard. You will receive a commission from all the clients you get for up to 2 years, unless cancelled by the clients. And you will not need to offer any services. All you need to do is sell to the client. So what are the client brackets? There's 3 main client brackets that you'll need to look at. So you've got your smaller clients who pay anywhere between 200 and 600 per month for services. And if you win these clients, you'll get anywhere between about 100 and 200 a month reoccurringly every month for about 2 years, as I described before, unless obviously cancelled by the client. So that's around about a 50 to 33% return on for small clients. Average clients, which is more what we're aiming at, is clients who pay anywhere between 600 and $1,000 per month. And if you win these clients, you'll be able to actually earn as a commission 200 to 350 per month regularly. And then there are larger clients who will pay more. But at the moment, we're not really looking as such at them, mainly because they are ones that we'd be focusing on longer down the track, and we want to sort of build a portfolio of more of the smaller and average clients, but mainly aim for about the 600 points. So how do we determine what bracket a client goes into? So obviously there's a few, obviously the client will have preferences, but there's a few things you might want to look at, such as how much these clients make a month. So that can be very difficult, but you can do a bit of calculations and a bit of research to get an estimate. You also got to consider how much effort we are putting in and like what results we're working for them. So I'll give you an example. If we were to get, say, a client who we were offering email marketing services, as I described before, that's one of our main ones. If we were to offer that to them and set up a very simple campaign, do some very simple optimizations, then they would probably, as it's very small, they'd probably be a small client paying a smaller amount. But if they were to actually get more involved and actually look for larger jobs with larger campaigns and focusing on a lot of optimizations and looking at a lot of different bits and pieces, then you would be going more your average clients. And I will mention that some clients will actually want more than one service, so you would want to consider that. So where do you find these clients? So you're not limited to these options, but these are good places to start. So some of the 4 main ones that we'd say would be go through things like Google Maps, have a look at different locations to try and get clients. You can go through social media and join business groups on Facebook, or just look at different pages and start going through there. Another great place is Upwork. This is where a lot of businesses can actually post saying, hey, we're looking for this service, and then what you can do is you can contact them personally. And then you can also use different softwares and search engines to find these different possible clients. Currently, we're mainly focusing on clients within Australia, so that's where we will be looking for them. But if you believe it's actually more beneficial to look elsewhere, then we are willing to consider that, but please let us know. So how do you connect with these possible clients? So there's a few ways you can connect, and this is either through engaging in the community through like social media groups and talks, asking businesses questions about themselves, complimenting businesses, jumping straight into emailing, calling them up, offering free advice and resources, or just sending through a survey. So the reason you want to connect with businesses before you actually contact them initially properly about the service is you want to actually build a connection with them. You want to let them know that you are a human, you're not just a bot that's going to be contacting them, and just build that trust with them. And that's very important for actually then when you start going into the contacting process. And there's three main ways you can actually contact businesses. You can contact them through social media. So DMing them on, say, Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever works well. You can call up these businesses, or one of the big ones is just contacting them through email. So there's four main processes you want to go through it, like a step-by-step when contacting them. So you'll start at a rapport phase where you ask very simple everyday questions like, how long has your business been running? How many people do you have working there? Just simple questions that don't make you seem like you're selling something to them, and you're just interested. And then you want to start, once you build that connection a little bit and they contact you back, you want to start digging. So this is where you ask them a few slightly more personal questions about their business, like, are they running this email marketing, or how do they get the traffic to their store, and these kind of things. Once you start to build this and actually get an understanding of what they are and where they're at, then you can start adding more logic in to say you find out maybe they're not running email marketing. Then you can start saying, giving them some data and giving them some tips on how they could actually do that and how important it is. And at this point, they'll start getting interested in this. And the only main reason they are interested is it doesn't seem like you're selling them anything yet, and they've got that connection with you. And then at that point, that's when you want to start offering them the services, giving them prices, asking if they would like to have a look at some of the work we've done, or offer to send them through a contact where they could actually get this service set up for a really affordable price. So once you do go through this contacting process, you want to go into selling clients. So there's a few main things you need to do when selling clients. So you can organize virtual meetings. Now, you might not need to do this personally. You'll need to answer a lot of their questions, but we're happy to help. You can explain, you'll probably want to explain a lot of the processes and systems we follow to actually offer these services, because they want to trust that we are good and we know what we're doing. You also want to show off some of our track history and our past work. And then after all of that, you want to get them to sign a contract. So there's a few factors you should know in terms of selling clients. We will be willing to actually do some of the meetings and contracts and invoices ourselves, but we need, if you are interested, you'll need to do as much as you can on your end, because it'll be very beneficial for actually selling these clients. So where do we start? So after this webinar, we'll contact all the attendees to see if they're still interested. And if you are interested, you can let us know. If you weren't able to join this webinar, or you didn't get contacted, you can feel free to contact us at our Gmail there. And then after we get these members through, we'll actually take you through a contract, which will help just build the security between for us and yourself, so that you actually know that things aren't just, you're not being scammed in a way, and we're not being scammed as well. And then once you join up, we'll go through further meetings, and we'll offer different resources such as templates and scripts and that kind of thing. And we'll just give you a more detailed idea of what you need to do and how you can do it, and give you a little bit of training on what you can do, because we believe this is a really great opportunity. And the main reasons that is because obviously it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, how often do you get opportunities like this where you can actually gain that extra money and develop a lot of different skills? It's also a great way to possibly get into PMB, because if we see that you work well, then we might consider you as a great candidate for future positions. It does not cost any money, and the only resource you're going to need is your time. But obviously, probably most of us here have a lot of that, because we're coming into the summer holidays. And it also can be a great edge for you to make a little bit more money in comparison to a lot of people your age. It's also a great way to actually develop your sales experience and understanding. So you also have the time freedom where you're not forced to go into things at certain times. You just have a set amount of work that you choose to do personally, and you just have to get that done whenever you choose within a week. And then this opportunity can also help you decrease your work hours that you might do at your work, or entirely quit it, as some people may be interested in. It is also quite a simple concept. You just need to contact businesses and actually just follow through the processes, and it can be really beneficial for you in the future. So just some final notes. You're not limited to contacting 100 businesses. You can contact as many as you want. This also means you can get as many clients as you want, unless somehow maybe you get like 100 clients and then we go, no, okay, we can't manage them, but up to you. It is slightly harder than it may seem, but only the hardest workers will actually get the most success in getting lots of clients. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. It is a really good opportunity, and we reckon it would be really great for a lot of you to possibly get involved. So feel free to contact us either on our email or DM me or one of our members on Instagram or Facebook or Discord, whatever it is. Get in contact us, and we'll contact all of you after the webinar.